Today I will be presenting to homeowners and business owners in regards to indoor air pollution with a focus on mold. Indoor air pollution, in particular mold, is a major factor that is often ignored that is a major contributor to the decline in people's health nationwide. Homeowners and business owners need to be aware of this because it not only affects their own health, but the health of those who work or enter the premises. It can also cause detrimental effects to the physical structure of the building or home and end up costing more to replace it all, as opposed to doing regular checks and staying up to recommended AC standards. It is important that owners of a home or building, large or small, understand what mold is and how it can affect them. I'll now share with you some of that information. All molds have the potential to cause health effects. They can produce allergens that can trigger reactions such as headaches, dizziness, cold-like symptoms, or even asthma attacks in people who are allergic to mold. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, other molds are known to produce potent toxins and/or irritants. A number of commonly found species are in fact toxic mold, a description applied to any mold that produces mycotoxins in its spores. 3 of the most commonly found indoor toxic molds are black mold, penicillin, and aspergillus, and these are very dangerous. According to the U.S. government's National Academy of Sciences, mycotoxins have the capacity to pass through the human cellular wall and disrupt certain cellular processes, potentially causing serious health damage to workers and customers. Studies on animals and cell cultures in labs have found toxic effects from various microbial agents, raising concerns about whether these same agents growing in buildings can cause illness in people, according to the 2004 Mold Health Report from the Institute of Medicine. Some other common effects of mold are insomnia, panic disorder, bipolar disorder, anxiety, panic disorder. Residents and workers often differ significantly from other people in the workplace or in their homes in their sensitivity and reaction to exposure to mold. Even the smell of mold can make some residents and workers sick. According to a Florida doctor, 3 out of 4 Americans who naturally produce antibodies to mold toxins can live and work in water-damaged buildings without suffering significant demise in their health. However, because patients with HLA-DRBQ genetics, also known as being allergic to mold, have no antibodies to deactivate and remove mold toxins, they develop excess accumulation of these harmful toxins. So this means 1 in every 4 people cannot process the mold that's found in the workplace, and so something needs to be done. Even if it's 1 or a few residents, employees, or customers experiencing these health symptoms, the property owner, landlord, or employer should still inspect and mold test the residential or work premises for the health protection of both the mold-sensitive residents and employees, as well as others who may ultimately be harmed from this time cumulative mold exposure. Homes and workplaces should be carefully and thoroughly inspected and mold tested if there are significant amounts of visible mold, if there's a serious water leak, flooding problems, or high indoor humidity, and if residents, employees, or business customers, or even hotel guests report experiencing 1 or more of the possible health symptoms. So now you may be wondering, okay, I understand that mold is a problem and if this is in my building or my home, it needs to not be there. So what can you do to fix this or prevent it? You should repair the areas where water damage or such things have occurred, and you should do so as soon as possible. You should keep the rooms well ventilated, especially the basement and bathroom, because those are the most moist places, and you do this to prevent fungi from flourishing in those places. Know that if you have ever had water damage, there is most likely hidden mold present in that building or home. You should change your air filters and air handlers. Also, if you know that your AC systems are contaminated, you should turn them off to prevent further spread. There are many things you can do, and you can look at the EPA website for more suggestions. But the most important thing to know is that early detection is key, and actually resolving the problem properly is also key. Business owners and homeowners should be very concerned about this because it not only endangers their own lives, but their employees' lives and the well-being of the entirety of the organization.